What's good with you guys? It's your boy Devo here, and I'm back with another reaction video. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be checking out 10 things Triple H ruined in WWE by WrestleMania. Yeah, I think we can all agree that there are some flaws in the Triple H era in the WWE right now, but I think we can all admit that he's better than Vince, surely, right? But yeah, we're going to get to the video, man. Enough yapping, and let's let WrestleMania do his thing, man.
Since Triple H took over WWE Creative, he's had some absolute triumphs as WWE's lead booker.
For sure.
However, recently his creative output has been a mixed bag to say the very least. From botched retirement runs to alienating the audience, join us now as WrestleMania looks at...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know I'm just gonna let him cover it. I'm gonna let him cover it.
Triple H
I'm sure it's gonna be in the video,
WWE.
so I'm just gonna let him cover
Be
it.
sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Number 10, the theme songs. And when WWE first signed a deal with Def Rebel, fans were quite rightly worried. Hiring an unknown entity to produce music was a bold move, and due to WWE making budget cuts left, right, and center, fans were concerned that these themes would fall flat. Unfortunately, they were right. The theme songs produced by Def Rebel, well, with a few minor exceptions, have been utterly dreadful. They're soulless, generic, and all sound the same. Triple H...
Nah, literally. I mean, every single theme song. Well, not every single, but majority of the theme songs, it literally just starts out with said character's name or nickname, and then goes into just some funky ass music. If we're gonna be honest, I mean, it's just crazy. And then the big thing that I don't like with Def Rebel is like we'll have some good theme songs, and then they'll start tweaking them for absolutely no reason. Like they at one point they wanted to change Randy Orton's theme song. Like, are you shitting me, bro? You guys are gonna change voices and then give us some like shit, it would have been some our voices in my head. Like it would have been some bullshit, man. Like, no, man.
He just failed to realize the importance of a theme song in WWE, which is a big surprise, especially as his theme songs were such an integral part of his persona in the 90s and 2000s. Theme songs for WWE talent just isn't a focus.
Bro, no, I'm glad he put Rusev up. But when I hear the beginning of Rusev's theme, I dead ass don't know who it is until his head pops up on the Titantron. That's not good, man. I watch Raw every week, and I still can't tell when it's Rusev coming out. Now, I will give Def Rebel their credit. They do have some bangers out there. Melo's theme song, I like. Ilya's theme song, I like. Rollins' theme song is pretty good. There's a couple out there. But, man, just some of the ones, man, it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing, man?
It's not exactly clear why. Does the game strictly want to focus on the day-to-day product rather than production elements? Well, it's possible, but when fans are actively complaining about the same issue time and time again, not to mention the talent themselves even expressing a strong dislike towards modern theme songs, maybe this is just a sign that a big change is needed. Number 9, Royal Rumble 2025. But Triple H's booking at the 2025 Royal Rumble came under fire, and the YouTube dislikes were so severe that mainstream media outlets began to cover the fan disdain. For the Women's Rumble, Triple H went with Charlotte Flair, and this was seen by many as a safe bet. But the issue was that it was just kind of boring and predictable. Triple H has been accused of playing things safe with his booking, and this was definitely the case here.
I will admit that. I know I'm pausing a lot, but I will admit that. Shout out to Charlotte, though. I fuck with Charlotte, but it's just that obviously that was the predictable route. For me personally, I'm pretty sure I was going with Io Sky at the time. I mean, Io still ended up getting the title, getting her WrestleMania match and all that, but yeah, it was pretty predictable. I mean, and the thing that I don't like with the Royal Rumbles is people announcing that they're entering it. Man, Royal Rumble is supposed to be a surprise. Like, when we have 25 out of the damn 30 competitors announcing that they're in the Rumble, it just takes it away. And then they announce that Charlotte was come back at the Rumble. There's no need to announce that. Just let her come back, man. And then it wouldn't have been as predictable. I think people would have been a little bit happier, but it's like we all knew she was coming. So yeah, just kind of messed things up.
Everyone expected either CM Punk or John Cena.
Now that one was surprising.
Triple H went with Jey Uso. This was an unusual move, as Jey had just wrestled for the world title 7 days prior, and now he was the #1 contender once more, despite losing convincingly in his last
Shock
matchup.
factor.
Whilst Jay was popular with the fans, was there even a desire from the audience to see Jay win the world title and potentially even main event WrestleMania? It also later surfaced, thanks to WWE Unreal, that Punk was the original pick for the winner of the match,
that was my
before
pick as
WWE
well.
and Triple H decided to go with Jay at the last moment. The Rumble was definitely the start of fans losing faith in the game, and this will be an ongoing trend throughout 2025. Number 8, too many titles. Now, there's always a risk when you introduce a new title into WWE that
Okay.
it can get lost in the shuffle. Sadly, this has been the case with numerous titles, including the Speed titles, and specifically the Women's US title.
Oh, yeah.
Now, at least to Triple H's credit, the Women's Intercontinental title has been presented perfectly, and it's a
Facts.
staple on virtually every
Facts.
single WWE Premium Live event. However, it could be argued that this is due to Becky Lynch holding the title and are actively pushing for the title to be presented strongly. When it comes to the Women's US title, this
Lost
is a title
cause,
that
man.
has truly struggled to gain any type of momentum. At the time of this video, the title has not been defended on a single main roster PLE.
Not been defended on a single main roster PLE. And see, this is the problem. This ain't just the problem with the Women's United States Championship. This is the problem with all of SmackDown. Now, granted, last night's SmackDown was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, last night's SmackDown was pretty good. But here's the thing with SmackDown is that we'll have a good SmackDown one week, and then we'll have the most boring shit possible the next 4 weeks. That's what the problem is with SmackDown. And it's like, man, I don't know what they need. I don't know if they need a draft. I don't know what it is. Or if they just need to get people. They need to get, you know what I'm saying, people that the fans care about on the show a lot more. I don't know what the problem is, but SmackDown, just as a whole, has been horrendously boring. Like, I don't even do watch-alongs with that shit just because it's just boring. I can't force myself to sit there and watch 2 hours of SmackDown. Now, last night's SmackDown, that was good. That was good. Sami Zayn with the United States Open Challenge shit, that's good. We're going in a good direction. But that's the thing, you got to keep going in that good direction. You can't just boom, we have a good SmackDown, and then the next 4 are just boring. You know what I'm saying? And for this, as far as the too many titles thing, I wouldn't say there's too many titles. I do think that the women do deserve mid-card titles. I think you got to book them and get them on the show. I mean, they're the mid-card titles. How hard is it to get mid-card titles on the damn show? So that's why I think that maybe you just need to reshuffle, do a draft. Because I don't know if their problem is they don't feel like they got the talent to pair with Julia or what on SmackDown. I don't know. I really don't know. So I think we need a draft, maybe some call-ups. Soruka could do great in this division. Zarya as well. But I don't know. Let me know how y'all would fix SmackDown, bro.
A single one. This is incredibly alarming. The title is in essence a TV title, but WWE
no, you
have
get
the
started on
same 3
Zelina's
women
reign,
feuding
man.
over the title, so it's impossible to take the championship seriously. Raw has struggled to book the tag titles in a meaningful way. The titles are rarely defended and are in essence seen as background props for characters on the show. Number 7, going too far. Not only under set circumstances would Vince McMahon allow his talent to break kayfabe. McMahon kept this approach for decades, and this was something that kept the integrity of WWE intact. But under Triple H, elements of kayfabe are heavily scaled back, and it was presented on Raw on the Netflix premiere that WWE was strictly a show, and fans were watching a scripted spectacle. Triple H would even be a driving force behind WWE Unreal, a show in which reveals the creative process behind WWE's scripted product. The launch of this show received significant criticism from classic fans, as well as certain wrestlers. Did fans really need to see the WWE creative meetings? Well, not really, as it was in essence used for content on the Netflix platform rather than anything substantial. Triple H would go on a mass media spree to promote the show, and he clapped back at any criticism fans had about the...
I mean, it's a reaction video, so I'm just like, I got pause. But yeah, a lot of people had their thoughts on Real getting released. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mind it, cause I don't know, it gave like a cool behind the scenes look at to like all the type of stuff that goes on in matches, like referees, camera crew, all that type of stuff. So I didn't really hate it as much as most people did. I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to see that stuff because, like I said, they've been pushing the agenda that what we're watching is scripted. And I mean, most of us know that. But I think that they're more so doing this so because they want people to get too attached to. I don't know. I don't really know why they're doing it, but maybe not so you don't get like parasocial in a way to these people. But I mean, that shit don't work. I mean, people still got people showing up to their hotels, houses, all type of shit.
The show, and virtually every answer he gave was condescending and out of touch. Yeah, of course, most fans are aware that WWE is a scripted medium, but
Right.
reminding fans every 5 seconds that the show is scripted adds
Yeah, they
absolutely
do.
nothing to their
They
viewing
do too much
experience.
by
Number
doing it.
6, pointless returns.
Oh
One
boy.
of the first things Triple H did when he took
Oh
over
boy.
was bring back numerous names that were fired under Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these names were stars that Triple H was close with in NXT, and he
Yeah.
evidently felt that they didn't get a fair shot in the company. A number of years after this agenda to bring back talent, only a handful of names remain that were initially brought back. The names that have been huge successes are Bronson Reed and Chelsea Green, whilst the names that completely flopped were names such as Emma and Hit Row. Triple H would re-sign over a dozen names without a creative plan in place, which was completely reckless. Why would he sign talent without any idea what he was going to do with them? Even former world champions that the game re-signed, such as Braun Strowman, were once again fired from the company, and it was almost as if Triple H was trying to prove a point to Vince McMahon, but this point didn't exactly land the way Triple H intended. Number 5, lying through his teeth. A TKO has made the executive call to make Triple H the face of the WWE corporate brand. In essence, Triple H is the first image fans see when it comes to any corporate promotion of the show, so if TKO needs to make any major announcements when it comes to WWE, Triple H is the man to do this. This makes sense, as after all, the game books the show, and in theory, having Triple H answer questions from the media should have fans build up an equity in him as a leader and a visionary. Sadly, in 2025, the game has had a weird vendetta against the fans and the wider media. He's come across as extremely bitter and resentful. In various interviews across the year, the game has stated that WWE doesn't listen to the internet as the internet isn't real life, and all they do is complain. This is total fabrication on the part of the game.
Hey, look, you don't give us something to complain about, we won't complain. Now don't say that you don't listen to the internet now, because John Cena and AJ Styles was literally not gonna happen until fans started, you know what I'm saying, complaining online. And then they even took John Cena to even tweet it out. Now, I don't know if Cena said, man, fuck this. It's my retirement tour. So I'm getting who I want on this thing. Cause like how the hell do you leave off AJ Styles but then we can get the Brock Lesnar squash match? Like nobody cares. He squashed him 10 years ago. What's the point of doing it to a John Cena with one foot out the door? You know what I mean? Like, and then you do it on your biggest show of the year, which got a C grade, to show us what Brock Lesnar still can dominate. Okay, who cares? Like, come on now, what are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing, bro? Biggest show of the year, ESPN debut, and that's the bullshit you give us. Cena comes out there with 50 Make-A-Wish kids, and y'all let all them kids just watch him get beat up the whole time. But prior to Cena tweeting, we couldn't get AJ Styles on the tour. But we could get that shit. 5-star match, by the way. Cena and AJ Styles. Alright. So thank you, John, for putting it in your own hands.
Took over. The fan resentment towards Cody Rhodes losing his WrestleMania 40 spot even led to a major pivot in the company. So for the game to claim this is a total insult. Triple H has also been caught out in other lies in 2025. He frequently claimed that John Cena is picking his final opponent in 2025, yet Cena has outright denied this any chance he can get. The game even tried to pin Brock Lesnar returning on Cena, and Cena was quick to state that he was just working with whatever WWE gives him. One of Triple H's more outlandish lies was when he claimed that R-Truth's firing was all part of the show, obviously implying that the firing and subsequent rehiring of R-Truth was just a storyline. Truth even had his own son publicly deny this, which was a dreadful look for Triple H and WWE as a whole. Number 4,
they're gonna push that agenda though. Everything's part of the show.
Running WWE by himself is far too much for any company to ask, so the game delegates when it comes to certain shows, so he can put his focus into other areas. This has been seen with him delegating SmackDown to Road Dogg, which has received less than stellar results. On the contrary, the brand NXT, being led by Shawn Michaels, has been a
Shout
shining
out
light in
HBK,
recent
man.
years, as Michaels understands modern wrestling and his booking of the women's division in particular has received
Hey,
quite.
shout out HBK, bro. Shout out Shawn Michaels, bro. Man, the way he books his women. Ah, I mean, and then he gives us that representation too. You know what I'm saying? He books his black talent well. Also, I mean, I'm not saying that, oh, this person's black, push them to the moon. That's all I'm not saying. But it's like, we're not gonna sit up here and act like Montez Ford ain't talented. We're not gonna sit up here and act like Angelo Dawkins ain't talented. We're not gonna sit up here and act like Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Obafemi, Carmelo Hayes. All these people we're not gonna sit up here and act like they're not talented. You know what I mean? And it's like, they got a fan base behind them, and I'm so scared for Javon to go to main roster just because I think that he's gonna get fumbled, man. Same with Obafemi. I think he's gonna get fumbled. Same with Trick. Cause it's like Shawn Michaels just knows what he's doing, man. Like, hell, I don't know what you do. Cause like SmackDown's bad. We could use Shawn Michaels booking SmackDown, but he's obviously got his hands full down there in NXT. But shout out to Shawn Michaels, man.
Spread praise.
We love you. We love you over here, man.
The schedule in
The hood love you.
So whilst live events have been virtually abolished, the introduction of Saturday Night's main event has massively messed up WWE's pacing for shows. They went through a period of having a show every 2 weeks for the first half of 2025, and there was sometimes just 7 days between major shows. This may have worked if the shows were good, but the Saturday Night's main event shows have been underwhelming, and fans have even questioned if Triple H even cares about them. Triple H and Nick Khan would go on an extensive media tour promoting
That's all he did to Goldberg. Ain't no way he do.
They actively told everyone who would listen that the show was going to be a mini WrestleMania of sorts. Unfortunately, it surfaced that the build to the show wasn't the focus for the game, as during one of the episodes of Raw during the build to the show, he decided to miss the show in favor of filming Kill Tony. Shockingly, the game then publicly revealed that he hadn't even watched that edition of Raw that he missed, and he had zero idea that a planned segment between Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer hadn't even gone ahead. Number 3. Over-reliance on celebs.
Oh boy.
A celebs being involved in WWE is nothing new. However,
Facts.
under TKO, this has gone to an extreme. TKO and WWE will do just about anything for any type of celebrity endorsement. Whilst this has worked well with Bad Bunny and Jelly Roll, not every celebrity endorsement is going to lead to a surge of interest in the wider product. This has backfired massively on WWE with Travis Scott, as Scott was involved in a major angle with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and was even presented as a difference maker in the WrestleMania main event. As Scott then disappeared from WWE programming, and it appears that both have cut ties. This was a complete waste of time and didn't lead to anything of note. Fans are quick to point out that whenever WWE promotes a new show, such as WrestlePalooza on ESPN, they put celebrities such as Snoop Dogg at the forefront. This is confusing, as these names aren't on the shows, so if new viewers expect to see the likes of Snoop Dogg on the show, then they're going to be rather disappointed.
That is true.
WWE and Triple H need to realize that the WWE boom period that began around late 2022 and early 2023 occurred thanks to the product being red hot. It wasn't due to the involvement of a single celebrity. Triple H is just so obsessed with making his product seem cool that he's forgetting what made the product receive popularity in the first place. Number 2. A dire WrestleMania. Now if there's one show Triple H and WWE can't afford to drop the ball on, it's WrestleMania.
Thank you.
WrestleMania is WWE's signature showcase, and thanks to stellar
the Super
offerings
Bowl
with
of
WrestleMania
wrestling.
39 and WrestleMania 40 respectively, WWE fans expected greatness with WrestleMania 41. Ultimately, WrestleMania 41 was one of the worst offerings of the Triple H era. A lot of the matches didn't land, and certain matches such as Logan Paul vs AJ Styles and New Day vs the War Raiders were met with utter silence from the crowd.
Yeah, because those matches, I ain't gonna lie, those matches you could have put them on Raw or SmackDown. Like, what were they getting WrestleMania matches for? Not saying that they're not talented or any of that, but it's like, we could have just seen this on Raw. They're not doing anything different. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but shout out to Io, Bianca, Rhea, Punk, Rollins, and Reigns, because y'all carried. Y'all carried heavily.
Partly due to tiresome build for the biggest show of the year where nothing felt
Jade,
developed
Naomi.
and everything was thrown together without any purpose. The biggest match that Triple H dropped the ball on was the Night 2 main event, specifically John Cena's WWE title win. The match was slow, boring, and when Travis Scott interfered, it made things even worse.
Yeah.
The Rock not appearing wasn't Triple H's fault, but he could have easily come up with a better finish that didn't send the fans home angry and disappointed. And number 1, John Cena's retirement
Oh
tour.
my boy.
The retirement of John
Oh
Cena
my
is
boy.
single-handedly the biggest missed opportunity of the modern era. Cena was available for every single PLE in 2025, and this could have been used to build compelling story arcs, revisit classic feuds, and have Cena work with names he's never worked with before.
Yeah.
Triple H's grand idea was to turn Cena heel. And granted, this was a pivot, as The Rock wanted Cody Rhodes to turn heel, but everyone, including
No. Now they did this to perfection. John Cena heel turned, everybody was shocked. Everybody thought it was gonna be Cody. I mean, look at his face. He couldn't even believe it. And he knew the plan. Done to perfection. Now, I mean, I don't want to point fingers here, but I mean, Rock not being available, that really messed things up. So yeah. But I mean, the heel turn itself, chef's kiss. But the heel run, ass.
Rhodes, knew that this was a backwards move. Turning the face of WWE heel for no other reason other than to create headlines would have backfired massively. With that being said, did WWE still need a major heel turn? Well, no, not really.
No, they didn't need it.
The heel turn itself was delivered well. However,
It was.
with The Rock stepping away from the storyline, Triple H needed to creatively explain the rationale behind the heel turn. Triple H's best
he
idea
did not.
was to have Cena claim that he was going to ruin pro wrestling, and this was because the fans booed him at one period during his career. This made no sense. Cena hadn't been booed in a number of years.
Exactly.
Those fans that previously booed Cena were now
Ooh,
his
the pipe
biggest
bomb.
supporters. This just
Part
didn't
two.
work, and Cena would strip back all the fun elements of his babyface presentation, and it just wasn't landing. Cena would also drastically alter his promo style, and he'd begin to talk like an over-the-top cartoon villain. And this made fans question what on earth WWE were even thinking. Cena would revisit classic feuds with Randy Orton and Punk, but due to limited
those were
bills,
great.
the feuds weren't explored to the fullest. And WWE even made the
Those were
contested
great.
call to have Cena feud with R-Truth during his final run. Cena wasted 2 matches on Truth and even lost one of them via DQ. Cena would also spend a number of dates working with Logan Paul, which naturally upset the fans. However, it was worth addressing that his match with Logan Paul in Paris was rather splendid.
It was.
Just before
It was.
SummerSlam 2025, Triple H decided to pivot on the entire Cena heel turn and basically retcon the whole turn. Cena would randomly be back to being a good guy, and the past few months were just erased from existence. Cena would make amends with fans, Cody Rhodes, and even R-Truth, and fans were just supposed to forget it ever occurred.
Right.
Cena as a heel was such a huge opportunity to deliver some compelling television, but Triple H massively dropped the ball. Fans have theorized that Cena was dissatisfied with the heel turn and ordered a direct pivot, and a lot of Cena comments and interviews support this theory. If this is the case, nobody can blame him, and it'll be interesting to see what Cena states about his heel persona when he's officially out of WWE next year. But there you have it, folks. 10 things Triple H ruined in WWE. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Shout out to WrestleMania for the video, but yeah, I don't know how. I mean, this is a Mount Rushmore wrestler. How the hell do you? And they even talked about it on Unreal. They said it's gonna be hard to fuck up the last page of a 500-page book. Shit, they said it. From the looks of it, said, "Here, hold my beer. I can do it. I can fuck it up." Cause this retirement tour has been, I guess the word I would say is just mid. Cause there's been some good moments, there's been some good matches. So I'm not gonna say it's been completely ass, but it's like, how do you? I mean, like, this is John Cena, man. How do you even make it mid? How do you look at this retirement tour, say boom, he's available for all PLEs, and then there was a point where AJ Styles not gonna be on it, and then why haven't we seen him like mix it up with like some fresh new talent like Braun Breakers, Dirty Dom, Carmelo Hayes, I mean, Ilya Dragunov's healthy now. You got Gunther. Like, why haven't we seen him mix it up with people like that? Like, why is, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me how you even make this mid. Like, this should be the easiest shit in the world. John Cena, who gave his who's gave you what 20 plus years to the company. Like this shit should be, it should be easy. But for somehow you guys have messed it up, and I don't know how. But yeah, let me know y'all's thoughts. Let me know which one of these 10 things you is higher than the others for you. You don't like, you absolutely hate. Which one of these 10 things do you hate more than the others? For me personally, I think I would have to go with the retirement tour. Cause me and John, like I said, John Cena, man. I don't know how we messed this up. I truly don't know how we messed this up. And then we got what AJ. I'm pretty sure AJ Styles said he's gonna retire next year. He's gonna start. He's gonna do his little tour next year. They're gonna mess that up too. If they can mess up John Cena's retirement tour, then I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what they got for AJ Styles and Punk and Randy. Like, come on, man. But yeah, I mean, they got some time to fix it. What they got, like, we got 5 days left. Man, you better go crazy for these 5 days. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next time.